Hello, good morning. Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen. A very warm welcome to our future global leaders joining us from across different time zones. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome to the online info session for the Global Master in Management double degree program between CEIBS and ESCP. My name is Stephen. I am the head of Global Master in Management at CEIBS. A little bit about my background. I am the head of MBA admissions and career service. I have served for CEIBS in the past 25 years, and I am very lucky and privileged to work on the Global MiM program starting from earlier this year. So very nice to meet you all here. So without further ado, let's welcome Professor Majid to give us the brief introduction of the program. Professor Majid.
Thank you, Stephen. Welcome, everyone. My name is Majid Ghorbani, as Stephen said. I'm a professor at CEIBS, China Europe International Business School. I'm a professor of strategy and entrepreneurship, and have been teaching at CEIBS for the past 3 years almost, and I've been in China for the past almost 30-some years. I'm so glad to be here to introduce the program to you guys, and hopefully it would be some program that you would be interested to join. So first, in brief, what is CEIBS or who is CEIBS? CEIBS is an international school. It's a business school only. We don't have any other programs but business and management related programs. We started jointly by China and the European Union in early 1990s, 1994 basically, and our headquarters is in Shanghai, but we have 5 campuses around the world. Our school, throughout the history of 31 years almost, has been doing excellent job to be ranked by Financial Times, probably the most prestigious ranking organization in the world of business schools, as #1 in our global EMBA or EMBA. And then our MBA program has been number 12 globally, or #1 in Asia. And MIM program, which is new, has not been ranked, but we're hoping to make it ranked very soon as well. We also have been accredited by all the most important global accreditation agencies, such as ASCSP from the United States and IQUIS from the European Union. Our campuses around the world are in Shenzhen, in China, Shanghai, of course, here, that's where we are, headquarters, and our Beijing campus. All very, very beautiful campuses, but we also have one campus in Accra, in Africa, West Africa, and one also in Zurich, Switzerland. Each of these campuses offer different programs and manage different programs. And as you can see on the screen, the Global MiM program is going to be done in Shanghai and Zurich. I'm not going to talk about all the other programs, but if anyone is interested, please get in touch with us or the relevant programs, MBA, FMBA, EMBA, and many other ones that we have. We also have a lot of camps and stuff that we will talk about a bit later. So we partner with ESCP, which is the first business school in the world to start this program, double degree program, Global MiM, of the Master of International Management. So who is ESCP? As I said, is the very first management school established in 1819. So you can see that it's more than 200 and something years old. They also have various campuses, mostly located in different cities in Europe. Warsaw in Poland, Torino in Italy, Berlin in Germany, London, England, Paris, of course, the headquarters, and Madrid in Spain. And they also have a small campus just recently opened in Dubai as well. We joined forces with them because they're also one of the highest ranking schools by also Financial Times and accredited by many, many different higher education accreditations. Particularly, one of the most important things is that not only their finance and executive MBA are ranked very highly, but the Master in Management is also ranked number 7 in the world, which is extremely high. And we are hoping that this program with them also is going to be ranked very soon. And we are hoping, of course, for number 1, but who knows, we will see in the future. So now that you know about the 2 schools, let's have a quick look at what the Global MiM program is, or why now. So Global MiM program, Master in Management, is a little bit similar to MBA, but it's not MBA because it's for non-experienced people, but it has started in Europe as opposed to MBA that started in the United States. So we wanted to celebrate China and Europe's relationship, of course, with the geopolitical situation that are happening. Many students don't want to or cannot go to the US, or they're afraid of going to the US. So it is a good opportunity to actually build on the relationship that China has developed with the European Union and start this program. The other thing is that we see that a lot of students, when they go abroad or they stay in China, very often when they want to start working somewhere, they have a doubt where to find a job. Students who go abroad, they may not have a network in China, and students who stay in China may not have a network abroad. So therefore, we decided to build this program that is actually integrated fully between the 2 schools, between 2 places, between 2 continents of Europe and China, or Asia rather. This would actually allow students to stay in Europe or find a job in Europe or find a job in China. So makes people familiarized with those 2 the locations. And therefore, we call that actually power of the 2, or the 2 effects. So 2 effects as 2 alumni networks, 2 degrees, 2 career paths, 2 continents, 2 universities. And why is this good? As you can see on the map, we have, as I said, 5 campuses, and ESCP has 7 campuses. And you can see that we're covering almost everywhere from China, East Asia, to all the way western part of Europe. So 2 continents basically are almost completely covered. The other thing is that this is a full-time program, 14 months. So it's a little bit accelerated in that way. It's 14 months of coursework, but the whole degree is 2 years. So why is it 2 years? Because it's 14 months of very accelerated coursework in 4 different cities around the world. Shanghai, and then Paris, and then London, and then Zurich, followed by 4 to 8 months of internship. Why internship? Also because internship allows the students to find a job afterwards. You can also find a job. I mean, that also counts. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you can not find a job. You're very free to find a job after finishing the coursework and the master's thesis. So it teaches also because it, as I said, moves between 4 countries, 4 cities, 4 locations. It's a hypercultural agility. It needs hypercultural agility, and it teaches students how to adapt to the world, basically. Over the course of 14 months, students would be moving from city to city and learning how to live there. Of course, the language of school is English, but we also help students with some of the languages there, meaning that we offer language courses as well. So we, as CEIBS, we enroll 50 students from anywhere around the world, and then the ESCP also enrolls 50 students. So all these 50 students, 250 students together become 100, have 1 class. They are always together. Apart from 1 semester that is mostly electives, and students might actually go to different electives that might be separated. but it's completely integrated together, meaning that you get to know each other, you get to develop relationships, and that's the power of basically alumni. And together, these two schools will have a very, very large alumni network of about 100 and over 130,000 students or alumni. So think about that, how large that alumni network would be. So that is basically the power of two institutions and two continents, because each of these cities that you will be studying in have their own specialty. So first, students start in Shanghai campus, which is Asia's commercial center. It's a hub. It's very international. It's very developed. It's very beautiful, and it's very large with very, very 20, almost some people say 30 million, some people say 25 million. But anyways, we'd say just somewhere between 20 to 30 million. Then we move to Paris, the center of art and fashion of Europe and even the world. It's has a European heritage basically built into it. It's a very multicultural city. They will stay there from January almost to April. Then students from May start in London, which is a financial center, another cultural center, is a hub for creativity, and many other things that are there. So then there's a little bit summer off, and then in late August, the students move to Zurich, which is a very beautiful city with the quality of life, pharmaceuticals, banking, and AI, and many other things. And those are the pictures of campuses that you will be studying in. So it's not a random picture of Zurich and London and Paris and Shanghai. It's our campuses, Zurich campus and CEIBS at Shanghai, and then ESCP's London and Paris campuses that you can see. With 2 degrees and 2 powerful networks, as I said, you will have access to about 130,000 alumni who are in many, many different industries, many places around the world, and of course in China, a lot of them, and then anywhere in Europe and even North America as well. So these 2 degrees, obviously ESCP is already accredited and is valid in China, meaning that the Minister of Education has validated it. And the CEIBS degree also is from Zurich, issued from Zurich, and it will be validated in the future by the Chinese authorities. So anyways, the dual degree is basically useful anywhere you go. It's both European and Asian. So Shanghai includes, what is the curriculum? Shanghai includes the courses that are base courses or core courses. There are 7 of them. We offer also 3 languages. You can choose 2 of them. One of them, of course, is French for going to France and Switzerland. They are very useful. We have a lot of career exploration to make you ready for the future career. And of course, a bunch of seminars that we will have. In Paris, the semester 2 also offers a few core courses, 2 courses, and now 1 specialization, which is a kind of total of a bunch of courses lumped together. Within those, sometimes you have electives, sometimes you don't, but you can choose, for example, between entrepreneurship, strategic consulting, not-for-profit, AI, or many other ones. Of course, all of them depends on availability, meaning that semester and semester are very different. Year to year also are very different. Over there also, we'll have access to electives and more languages to choose from. Depending on availability, it could be up to 7 languages, but you can only choose 2 of them, or you're supposed to choose 2 of them. So as you say, you see in France, in Paris, you would be going to different classes maybe, and some of you guys might be separated, but at least you will have new classmates that are the greater MiM program of ESCP and other schools that send their exchange students there. In London, there would be 1 specialization and more electives and research methods. Again, specialization is limited over there because the campus is small, but still would be at least 1 or 2 specializations that you can choose from. And since Zurich is the final and we want to make sure that everybody is familiar with the global situation, we're going to have a financial a market economics related specialization that basically builds on the entire program to say how business works in this geopolitical, greater open world, how it works in the context of Europe's relationship with China, or rather China's relationship with Europe. And there is a simulation as well. After this, students would be writing their thesis. So to just summarize again, that's what it is, the program. It's 14 months of coursework in 4 countries, and you will get 2 master's degrees that would be arming you or protecting you from any changes that are happening in the global world. You would be ready for everything that is happening, hopefully, and you will find a good job at the end of it as well. You might ask, what is the requirement for this, or what is offered? So the tuition and application fee are written here. What we need GMAT or GRE, GMAT or GRE. We have also language proficiency. And of course, your readiness for such a global or kind of diverse international world. We also have application interview, meaning that anyone who applies and meets the basic requirements would get an interview. You could choose also to have an AI interview for training, but all the interviews are in person. But in person does not mean that you have to come to Shanghai. We can interview everyone online as well. And then we also offer a bunch of scholarships. Not everybody gets a scholarship. It's 50% of the students will get scholarships, up to maximum of 50% of the tuition. And there are merit-based, there are alumni heritage, there are kind of like entrepreneurship, women's or leadership, and many other ones. We will announce those after admission is announced. So how to apply? If you are interested and would like to apply, so that's the website that has gmim.ceibs.edu. You go there, all the application deadlines are there. If anyone is in a hurry to get accepted or get the results, we can interview people very quickly after we validate the material, and we can also reply very quickly as well. But those are the deadlines that's for the normal application enrollment and deadlines exist. So to again summarize what we want the application will ask you after you go to that page, you can start the application form. Application form basically asks you a bunch of questions about your personal information and contact information. We ask you about your academic background, your grades maybe as well. And then you have to basically say that whether you have had a management, business, or economics related or finance related kind of like background. Otherwise, some people have to take prerequisite courses that are listed there. All of them are offered online prior to starting the program, but you will fill the information about that. Then we need also your test scores, GMAT or GRE, one of them, and then TOEFL or IELTS for language proficiency. But if your first degree or your undergraduate degree is from an English program, we could waive that as well. We also need some information about your professional experience, like the internship you have done or some jobs you have done. Unfortunately, we cannot accept anyone with higher 1 year of work experience. But we would really, really encourage people to have some internship background, professional experience, basically for at least about anywhere between 2 to 4 months of experience in kind of like internship across different years. If you have slightly more, don't worry, but we only accept up to 20 weeks of it. But still, it counts towards that 4 to 9 months of internship that we say. We, of course, want recommendation letters, and there are a couple of short essays about yourself or about goals and stuff to ask about them. So all of that application and all the information is there. You can start it online anytime and fill up as you go and add the material, add all your documentations at gmim.ceibs.edu. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to Stephen.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Majid, very much for sharing your the global MiM of CEIBS. Very, very informative. Next will be video greetings from our CEIBS Dean, Professor Frank Bournois. Actually, we have planned to invite him to present in person, but due to a time conflict, he has to join a different activity. So instead, he will share his greetings from a video format. Now, I invited my colleague to bring our Dean's video greeting. Thank you, Shirley.
A warm welcome to you all, and my big thanks to Professor Majid Ghorbani for his very inspiring words. Look around our CEIBS campuses. Faces from China, faces from Europe, faces from every corner of the world. And you are here for one reason today, to build your future. I remember my own journey, a master in management in France, an MBA in the UK, a doctorate in France, and a doctor of science in London. Each step was more than a diploma. Each step was a bridge between ways of thinking, a bridge between working for the public and private sectors, a bridge between cultures. And that is why this Global MiM feels so close to me. It is exactly the program I would have wanted to do at your age. Before CEIBS, I led ESCP, the world's oldest business school, founded in 1819, a pioneer of the multi-campus model in Europe. Today, as Dean of CEIBS, I see this Global MiM as something very unique. Not simply a degree, but a true alliance. Europe's depth, China's energy, both united in one journey. What does this mean for you? Yes, you will hold 2 diplomas, but the real gift is larger than this. You will be trained for tomorrow's world, for companies like L'Oréal, Airbus, and Mazars, where I sit on the board. They want more than knowledge. They want leaders. They want leaders who adapt, who inspire, who cross borders with ease. That is what this program delivers. And let me be clear, this is not tourism, not a photo tour of 4 cities. This is real immersion. Shanghai, Paris, London, Zurich, each city a classroom, each place a challenge, each move a step towards resilience and maturity, perspective, things that no textbook or even AI can teach. From my research, one truth stands out in terms of leadership. The best leaders are curious. They embrace complexity. They welcome uncertainty. They listen a lot and they learn fast. They connect deeply, they adapt with courage, and that is exactly the path that you will be walking here. And let's speak of what lies beyond. This program is more than a curriculum. It is a real passport, a passport to careers without borders, industries without limits, networks without end. And you will become explorers of context, connectors of people, leaders for tomorrow, and also members of a living and caring family that is a global community of 100,000 CEIBS ESCP alumni. So imagine the doors this will open, imagine the friends you will meet, imagine the future you will build. So are you ready? Ready to challenge yourselves? Ready to grow beyond your comfort zone? If so, ready to create also friendships that last for life? Then the Global MiM is waiting for you, and we cannot wait to welcome you. So thank you all, and good luck with your decision.
Okay, so thank you very much for our Dean's very inspirational welcome speech to you all. So now, actually, you have a bit more idea about who we are, what we do, especially what we offer in the Global MiM program.